When Naomi Judd died in April of 2022 by suicide, she would leave behind her daughters Wynonna and Ashley, along with her husband, Larry Strickland. Ashley Judd would be the one to break the news to the world on how her mother died, and now, during an episode on the Healing podcast, the actress opened up on how the wake of her mother's death has affected her family today. The three women haven't hidden the fact that their relationship has been met with tension over the years, so where does this leave Ashley now? Hey, it's Addison Hager, and hit that subscribe button if you loved the Judds and their music. We've been covering all the news on Naomi since her passing, from the death to how Wynonna has pledged to keep her mother's spirit alive and continuing the Judds' musical legacy. So head to our YouTube page and type in Naomi Judd in the search box. There, you'll be able to catch up to speed. We've covered how her mother's death has affected Wynonna, but what about Ashley? Quote, "It was abrupt and painful, and my world is upside down." During the Healing podcast with grief expert David Kessler, Ashley talked about mental illness and what she watched her mother go through. Quote, "I look back on my childhood and I realize I grew up with a mom who had an undiagnosed and untreated mental illness. There are different behavioral expressions, interactions, flights of fancy, choices that she made that I understand were an expression of the disease. Her chaotic childhood with her mother was something she put to paper in 2011 in her memoir, All Is Bitter and Sweet. And it's through her mother's death that Ashley has now been able to see her mother's side of her upbringing, a way to bring peace to that time of her life. Quote, "I understood that and know that she was in pain, and I can today understand that she absolutely was doing the best that she could, and if she could have done it differently, she would have." Hit that thumbs up button to show you're here for Ashley Judd. During the podcast, she shared what she hoped her mother felt as she left this earth. Quote, "My most ardent wish for my mother is that when she transitioned, she was hopefully able to let go of any guilt or shame that she carried for any shortcomings she may have had in her parenting of my sister and me. Because, certainly on my end, all was forgiven long ago." Ashley was the one who first found her mother, and she admits that experiencing that is something that she recently had flashbacks of. She had been at a theme park in Germany when her trauma was activated, and it, quote, "transported me back into that bedroom. There was a Wild West show and there was a stunt show. They had lots of gunfire and I couldn't get out of the audience because they had closed it due to the pyrotechnics, and I became so dysregulated. My breathing was rapid and shallow. I got as far away from the stage and the sounds of it as I could. It did a number on me. I'm glad I got through it." Towards the end, Ashley noted how Larry, Wynonna, and herself have been there for each other. They have all grieved in different ways, something they are learning to be okay with and leaning into understanding. I encourage you before you go, if you have any continued words of encouragement or love for the Judd family, go to the comment section of this video and leave your thoughts there. I know they appreciate it. I'm Addison Hager for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching.